moving from 1 to 5 cars. This is our proposition of lineup for India. Again, big commitment. And as we say, we want to replicate this model of new Magnite, one car, one wall, also with the new models that we came in the future, in order that India is a hub to export to many countries. And, as I say, this will be all done. This new Magnite has been fully designed in our RNTBCI R&D center in Chennai. The car is and will be manufactured in our RNIPL plant in Chennai, all top class. This concept of bolt inside out with the best-in-class feature is already a reality. We are really, really excited, and now it's the time we start and we discover our new Magnite for all of you. Thank you very much to everybody. Namaste.
for the new Magnite.
We have 90 seconds. Everybody, we have 90 seconds. Do not climb on the stage. Do not climb on the stage. Colleagues. Okay, requesting colleagues to please take their seats. we need to start the next presentation. Requesting colleagues to please take their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. There'll be ample time given to everybody. Requesting all colleagues to take their seats, please. Okay, we've got a special guest all the way from Japan for you. That's Ken Lee, Senior Designer at Nissan Design Center, Japan, and he's going to take you through the design aspect of the car.
Okay, good afternoon. Hello, everyone. So much excitement. All right, I'm really happy to be here with you to share about the design of the new Magnite, and I hope you are going to enjoy it. So on my right, we have the right-hand drive new Magnite, and on my left, we have our first ever left-hand drive new Magnite. And they are identical. They are identical in their boldness, identical in their excitement, and identical in how much passion our design team has put into designing them. So, one car, one world. And we started from India. So our team definitely took inspiration from this very country. And let me see, I think one slide is missing, but as our team traveled to India, we find the vibrant culture, the vibrant colors, and this is so exciting. It really inspires us to make the design very energetic, very powerful, and very bold. And when we see this kind of urban driving environment where there's lots of density, lots of speed, it's very exciting. And it really helps us in our minds to shape the car, to have this kind of compact, agile appearance, but at the same time, it signals toughness and safety. So looking at this very early sketch, when we started doing the Magnite, on a normal car, you would have a front, a side, and a rear. But on the Magnite, it all starts with this hexagonal shape on the grille. And this echoes through the whole body side, through the fuselage. So you see the grille is an integral part of the design theme. It's a very holistic design. And then the fenders are added on, which highlights the stance and the toughness and the robustness of the car. So it's an extremely holistic design that we're very proud of. And how do we take this and enhance it and magnify it for the new Magnite? So let me explain to you the new design that you see here today. First, starting with the front face, already instantly recognizable by our customers and by everyone. And we made the grille wider, bolder, more powerful. And now the grille is seamlessly integrated into the headlamp shape, making one horizontal shape that makes the car appears even stronger. And as a result, the chrome surround on the grille now floats inside the piano black area, having even more contrast, more punchiness, looks even more vibrant. And in the lower area, you'll observe this powerful-looking silver finisher, which surrounds our fog lamps, and it also emphasizes the capability of the vehicle, making it a tough SUV. And as a big picture, it's very bold, but we never forget about the Japanese craftsmanship and the refinement. So when you zoom in and look at the details, you'll find the same hexagon theme echoed into the new grille pattern, which has an extreme depth and three-dimensional appearance. So it looks strong, but intricate at the same time. So we have a very bold front end, but as a whole vehicle, it has a powerful presence, a good stance. It's compact, but imposing. And the silhouette is pure SUV, tough and strong for the urban environment. Now, in the front, the sharp headlamps with this lightsaber LED, and also the lower signature, this L-shaped DRL, which is very iconic, and our customers recognize it, very powerful, and we have upgraded the tail lamps to match the front. And we have given the tail lamp signature an M shape, and M stands for Magnite, and it's not simply a 2D signature. You'll find that as you look closer, there is depth and intricacy in it. You'll find miniature hexagons reflected in the shape going deep into the lamp. So that attention to detail is consistent throughout. And moving on to the wheels, you'll find a new design on the diamond cut 16-inch alloy wheels. With a swept pattern, it communicates, again, the agility and the speed of the vehicle. And so not only the details that reflect our Japanese craftsmanship, but also an energetic new color, which we call Sunrise Copper Orange. And obviously, as the name says, our design team is inspired by a sunrise, very vibrant, very energetic, and really complements the Magnite shape very well. In our international color lineup, we have a total of 13 color combinations, with 8 monotone colors, and then adding two-tone with an additional 5 combinations. Now, why do we say bold inside out? Because we have given the new Magnite a huge upgrade in the interior. So not only bold, but we want to make it comfortable and a premium place for the driver and passengers to be in. So you'll notice a big movement now from the instrument panel all the way to the door. This sunrise orange copper color is reflected in the interior, making a big statement. And now you have soft material on the instrument panel, wrapped with contrasting stitching, and wrapping onto the doors in all the comfort areas where your body touches is now with soft materials. And first ever, 3-tone color coordination, so giving you another element of surprise. And zooming into the details, of course, the craftsmanship is there again. On the seat, you find the same consistent hexagonal pattern, and in a very bold quilted shape. And even on the armrest, the details, you'll find intricate details with Magnite letters engraved into it. So all throughout the cabin, it became much more elevated, much more premium, making a great product even better. And what's amazing is with the compact exterior dimensions, the interior is huge, very spacious, very comfortable place to be. So overall, again, one car, one world. We really enjoyed designing this new Magnite, and we hope that you'll like it too. So with that, that's the design portion. And then next, I would like to invite my friend Pandian to come up to talk about the product aspects. So thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Ken, for a passionate explanation. Let me also keep the same passion when I'm keeping my product planning presentation. I'm Pandian, Director of Product Planning for all the India lineup cars for the AMEO region, not only for India, AMEO region. So when we design a new car, we conceptualize the car. So I'm talking about the existing Magnite. There are 3 pillars attached to this existing Magnite. What we call it as a strong presence, that's the first pillar. How do we differentiate with this strong presence? We should have a bold design that is through the strong presence. Second one, innovative and modern. How do we do it? We will do the well-refined interiors. Just to let you know that we design the interior so that the customer arm movement is on the minimum movement to control all the features inside the cabin. And third one, which is basis of Nissan, in control and confident, where we talk about more about the safety feature. The customer should feel safe when drive the car's Magnite. So based on these 3 pillars, we defined the characteristics of the Magnite. We call it as Magniteness because Frank told me that this is our baby. So whenever we have a new baby, we embed certain DNAs in this car just to make it clear what kind of DNA represents this car. The first one is athletic. It should be more agile and athletic. Second one, it should be striking. And third one, it should be cool with good taste. And fourth one, it should recharge myself kind of attitude. It should come when we have the car. And the next one, it should be upmarket. It should be inspirational, it should be robust, and lastly, it should be feel responsible. But gentlemen, these are all the 8 DNAs we embedded in the existing Magnite. With this one, we got the bold, beautiful Magnite with the existing one. What are all the key strengths of the current Magnite? The first one is, of course, attractive exterior design, which we keep talking about it. The second one, the attractive price positioning. Today, you will come to know what is meant by this attractive price positioning, and then it is perceived as aggressive and innovative. So these are all the key strengths. You could see what is the brand pillar, product pillars. Next one, what is the DNA. The next one is what is the key Magnite strengths. So when we start designing the new Magnite, we try to embody all this past history into define the same 3 pillars in a different texture. We are not disturbing the basic pillar, same strong presence, we are evolving it to more bolder design, more striking design, which my colleague can explain so far. I will take it to the second two pillars, which is about the contemporary interior with innovative and intuitive technology, and then more enhanced safety feature as the third pillar. What do you mean by contemporary interior with innovative and intuitive technology? Let me share some of the key features of the Magnite so that you will understand how we design the car or conceptualize this car with these kind of things. So this one, whatever you are seeing, this is the best-in-class inside roominess. So one of the key attributes which customer appreciates all these 4 years with the current Magnite is the interior space. I can guarantee that the interior space is the best in class for the front passenger room, shoulder room, and the rear knee room, and the front visibility. So this is best in class in the segment. The next one, I would like to touch upon the first in segment with the new Magnite. We call it as 360-degree leatherette. What do you mean by 360-degree leatherette? When the customer comes inside the car, either on the driver's side or on the passenger side, whatever he touch, it will be leatherette. It is a first in segment. When he comes inside, he touched the steering wheel, it is also leatherette. He touched the armrest on the right side, that is also leatherette. He tried to touch the IP, that is also leatherette. He tried to put the parking brake, that is also leatherette. So we are happy to say that it is a first in segment in new Magnite. We have a 360-degree leatherette on this one. The next one, we connect every feature with the technology. This is called module seat heat insulation technology. We didn't simply go for a leatherette seats. So what can we do more on the leatherette seats? We thought about it, and this is the heat insulation tech. There is a technology behind the seat or beneath the seat which will avoid the sunlight heat goes inside the seat, which will make the seat hot, which is much required for an India kind of hot and humid country, which will definitely benefit the customer. You could see by the numbers, it is better than the conventional seat by 10 degrees, lesser heat when you park the car outside in the sunlight. The next one is a 4-color ambient lighting. We have 4 colors, white, red, green, and cyan, so which is selectable by the customer, and then it has a memory function. Whatever the last selected color, if you stop the car and if you start it again, you'll get the same color. The other features, what we try to make as an elevated cabin experience, we have the 10-liter capacity of cooled glove box, where you can put comfortably 2 1-liter cans. The second one is the openable armrest with the different angles of opening and closing. And third one is the 60-40 split seat. With that one, you can able to get 366 liters of boot space. Again, I can say this is the best in class. With the 40 split, we can get the 540 liters, and with the full split, we can get close to 900 cabin space. The next one is the total overall cabin space, which is optimized for 19 liters of total cabin storage. This is also one of the best in class, and then all the 4 doors will have a 1-liter water can capacity. So every seat, customer seats will enjoy the same kind of capacity he can do. And the other one is that the rear seat cup holder and the mobile phone holder. This is also one of the small and simple example about the Nissan innovation technology. We provided a small slit over here for the mobile phone holder. The next one, which personally I like, this is a feature I personally like, the cluster ionizer. This is one of the most efficient filter in this segment. What it does, there is an ionizer which sends the charged particles from the air louver, and once it attracted to the dust particles, it attached to it, it neutralizes the microbes and pathogens and harmful microorganisms inside the cabin and make it as inactive and put it on the cabin. And later, when you put the car in the recirculation mode, it will get stuck in the normal HVAC filter, which can be cleaned later. So which is much required. And the air quality index will improve by 440 AQI to 20 AQI within 20 minutes of time. So keep in mind this 20 minutes of time. I will come back to another feature, how it is linked to this 20 minutes of the time. The next one, innovative intuitive tech. We try to improve the graphics, which we are having the advanced driver display system, which is 7-inch system. We improved the graphics of it. We try to make it more matured, more deeper, more premium. The other innovative intuitive technologies, which is inside this car, just to mention it quickly, which is Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, which we are having in the existing Magnite also, and then wireless charger of 15-watt wireless charger, and lastly, the Nissan flagship feature, which is around view monitor. This is another cool feature. Now we have the new iKey. We designed the new key fob for the new Magnite with the new iKey, with which you can able to start the engine remotely with a 60 meters radius. And then also, we have the approach unlock, and walk away lock. That feature also there. You don't need to lock or unlock it. It automatically, car recognizes the key. It will automatically unlock when you go near to the car. It will lock when you go away from the car. Here, the key feature for the remote engine start. You can remote engine start with the AC on. You don't need to switch on the separately AC, so it will automatically switch on the AC and automatically switch on the cluster ionizer, and it can be extended up to 20 minutes. If you remember the 20 minutes, what I said earlier, so the cluster ionizer. So if you start the car remotely and keep it run for 20 minutes, your air quality index inside the car is similar to what you get it in the forest level. The other safety feature, what we try to embed in the new Magnite is that auto headlamps, which will automatically headlamp will be on when you go in the darker area or less illuminated area. The other one is that auto dim inside rear view mirror. It is a frameless, bezel-less, it's a one. And I can guarantee that this is the best in class with the highest surface area where the customer can see comfortably what comes behind him in this mirror. Here I would like to take a pass. This is a safety shield of Nissan. I don't want to repeat everything. So Nissan DNA is that dare to do what others don't do. What we did here, you could see here, the key message is that we made 6 airbags standard in all variants, which is the core of Nissan, dare to do what others don't do. So that's the key message for this slide. Just I would like to remind about the engine and transmission with the current Magnite. It is a state-of-the-art technology, 1-liter turbo engine, which uses the mirror bore technology for the cylinder liner, which is the technology we are using in the same GTR, which is the highest performance variant of Nissan. And then the forged crankshaft, and third one, electrically actuators for the turbos. With that one, what we get is that 99 horsepower power as an output with 160 Newton meters as a torque. And without compromising on the fuel efficiency of 20 kilometers per liter on the manual transmission and 17.5 kilometers per liter on the CVT. The Xtronic CVT, which is much more refined and responsive, smooth operation to touch upon or to improve the customer on the stop-go traffic condition. So with that, gentlemen, I'm trying to remind what is the 3 pillars on the new Magnite once more time. That is striking and bolder modern design, contemporary interior with innovative and intuitive technology, and more enhanced safety features. With that one, thank you, and I would like to invite Mr. Sauravats, who is the captain of the ship, to give much more exciting news on the new Magnite. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste, everybody. A special welcome to all the media friends, and I can see a full house here today. And especially our friends from Amio region who've traveled all the way and joined us here. So a special welcome to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, well, let's get away from my picture. We're going to start with a video in my section, and then we are going to progress. So can we have the video, please?
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty exciting to see Magnite is a part of the Nissan Next plan that we have. And of course, it's a very strong element of the Nissan Ambition 2030. And of course, it's playing a very critical role when we're talking about the ARC, which is FY24 and 26. So like Frank said, in the next 30 months, normally you would see it in longer duration. In next 30 months, we are going to go from 2 cars right now to 5 cars. And this is just the beginning, because we have been talking that once you launch these cars, you have 5 cars in 2 years time frame. Obviously, you will see a lot more beyond that. So Nissan is beginning to show you what the real stuff that we're going to get into the market, and we're going to go ahead with that. Thanks to all my friends and colleagues who presented before me. The Magnite has been a big and bold success story. Big, bold, beautiful success story. And you can clearly see it's created new benchmarks, not just in the segment, but in the industry, in the B SUV, and for the consumers. Like Ken said, it's a timeless design. Even today, it's fresh across the world. It's versatile. We've got 150,000 happy families where the Nissan is at home today. It's led sustainable growth for Nissan, and you all know it. You've been giving us a lot of feedback on what's happening in India, and Magnite truly has been a game changer for Nissan in India, and we all have discussed that many times. It's been a turnaround model for India for sure, and based on the success of this model, we are going ahead with the plans that we are unfurling in front of you, and like Frank keeps saying, we're going to meet you again and again and again in the near future. It's been a foundational model for our future success, and of course, unmatched reliability and the lowest total cost of ownership at 39 paise per kilometer. 39 paise per kilometer. That's the lowest in the category. Now, obviously, the car was launched in 2020, and if you look at 2024, we went from launch to 150,000 cars in, I would say, 21, 22, 23, and half of 24, because we launched the car in December of 20. So in 3.5 years, the car went from launch to 150,000 happy families with the car. And obviously, you can see we've had multiple times of success when this car has found its way in terms of presence in the media, with the customers, and various, I would say, elements of promotions. You can see 23, 24, we've added a whole host of variants on the car. And when I look at this BSUV, I say one thing: this is a full gamut BSUV. You've got a natural aspirated engine, you've got a turbo engine, you've got a manual transmission, you've got an AMT, you've got a CVT. And now you can see you've got a right-hand drive and you've got a left-hand drive. It's a full gamut CVT, full gamut SUV in the BSUV category. And the last one is a pretty interesting one. We were the first 1-liter SUV, sub 4 meter, to get to the highest motoring pass in the country, which is Umlingla, which is at 19,023 feet, 2 months ago. In July, end of July, we managed to do that. So that's in the India Book of Records. We were the first vehicle to manage to do that. Obviously, as you can see, in India, we are going to be growing very, very steadily and very confidently and very sustainably with our dealer partners. By the end of financial year 24, we are targeting to have 300 plus dealer partners. Dealer, I would say, touch points. We have a very strong philosophy on sustainability for our dealers, and we've always managed to do that. Right now, we have about 82 dealer partners, and we have about 275 touch points. And by the end of the year, we're going to touch 300 touch points. And of course, this is going to be by way of going to the markets where we don't have presence today, or expanding our presence in those markets which are fairly large. For example, the large cities, we are going to expand in terms of more visibility in those cities. One car, one world, one Magnite. You've heard of it multiple times today. It's because of all my friends here who have come from the Army of region. India, of course, is going to be a big, big, big part of this game plan. But we are getting to 65 plus markets with this new Magnite, 45 left-hand drive markets which are going to come in, and that's the identical version of the right-hand drive. So what we wanted to share with you is a lot of times OEMs export from India, specs are different. But it's a pleasure to announce to you that our right-hand drive and left-hand drive specs are going to be exactly the same, except any regulatory items that each of these countries may require. But in terms of specifications, content, and all the technologies that we are building into the car, they will be exactly the same on the right-hand drive version and the left-hand drive versions, because the cars will go from India across left-hand drive and right-hand drive markets. Summing it up, when you look at the new Nissan Magnite, it's evolving a new era for Nissan for sure. It's putting, like Frank said, Nissan on an export map to 65 plus countries, which is perhaps the largest in the AMEO region. Disrupting the BSUV segment, it already has. It has democratized a BSUV with its price point, feature content, styling, shape, design. Designed to meet new aspirations for sure, exporting to 65 plus new markets with 150,000 happy families already. Destined for 40 new left-hand drive markets and a segment-leading features and timeless design on the new car. Well, that's not the end. We've got 7 all-new technologies on board. My friend Pandian explained. It's pretty interesting. You've got continuous multicolor ambient lighting, 3D surround by Archimedes with 4+2 tweeters on it. 7-inch full TFT multifunctional brand new cluster. We got 360-degree surround view on the car, and we've got the biggest electronic bezel-less auto-dimming IRVM, which are all setting segment benchmarks with this baby that is coming into the market. Lots of you gave us feedback on USB charging systems. All has been heard, addressed, and like Guillaume said, Kaizen is what we follow, which is continuous improvement. And you can see Type-C fast charging USB ports in the rear, a floating 8-inch, 20.3 centimeter screen, wireless Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. Along with this, now, Pandian spoke about the premium iKey with remote engine start. It's got a 60-meter range, and all of those who you have driven the X-Trail, you would remember the key. The new key for the Magnite is exactly identical. Somebody has a key here? Somebody has a key to the right-hand drive here? You do? There you can see, it's got a remote start on it. Somebody started it, I don't know who. Who's got the key? I don't know. Oh, okay, you have the key there. So now why don't you do the honors? Walk up, unlock the car, and walk away and lock the car. The proof of the pudding is in eating it, so right here, go ahead, walk up, the car is locked. He will walk up and unlock the car without the key. See, it unlocks. So what Pandian was telling you, now you have a very interesting combination. You've got the best thickness of the glasses in the car for the best insulation. You've got expandable foam in the A-pillars. You've got heat guard technology on the new fabrics inside. You've got a remote start, and you have a ionizer, cluster ionizer inside. And with all of that, with a remote start, the car is ready for you. It cleans up the cabin, it cools the cabin, and it reflects the heat that's coming from outside. So when you walk up to the car, you're all ready to drive the new cool baby in town, which is the new Magnite, right? So that's the interesting part of it. And all of these features work in combination and in tandem. Now this is our new lineup. One car, one world, and obviously it had to come with the new names. So you can see we are moving over to the Nissan's global new names. We are going to have Vizia, Vizia Plus. Vizia Plus is an all-new variant that we are introducing. Ascenta, N-Connector, Tecna, and Tecna Plus. And Tecna Plus is a fully loaded variant, and all the features and all the technologies that we are talking of, including the 55 safety features that Pandian was talking of. While 40 are standard, 55 will be there on the Tecna Plus. So what's interesting is you will get a full host of our safety features as standard across trims on the new Magnite, including the 6 airbags, including the 3-point rear seat belts, including seatbelt reminder functions, and all the host of safety features that we've been talking of. They will be standard on our entry grade, which is the Vizia that you see here. So it's time that you've all been waiting for, which is to move towards the end of my presentation, but beginning of the excitement in the market, and that is the pricing. So let's get there. First things first, the vehicle now comes standard with 3 years and 100,000 kilometer warranty. We've got the best-in-class cost of maintenance at 39 paise per kilometer, like I told you. Warranty is extendable up to 6 years, so 3 plus 3 years. 3 years is paid, 3 years is standard. This comes with a standard 3-year roadside assistance, so you don't have to pay for it. 3 years roadside assistance is standard, and prepaid maintenance packages are also available despite being the cheapest in terms of maintenance. One car, one world. It's bold inside out. Hashtag new Magnite. And what's really important is it's expanding its footprint, evolving our domestic business like we've been telling you since July, which is the big focus for us. It's got a striking new design, segment first features. We've got 20 plus segment first or first in segment features, along with the host of other things that the team has been speaking to you about. This is our outgoing price. The old car was $599. The new car with a special introductory price package is going to be at $699. And this is for 10,000 first deliveries that are going to start happening from tomorrow onwards in India. Okay? What do you think about the price, Mugdha? What do you think? We can do better? Okay, how much better? Okay, we decide. Okay, I'll try and do better. Mugdha says, so let me try and do it better. Is that better? A bit better? Okay, how much better can it be? Vikram?
Knowing you, I think you can match the
Oh, you're setting a steep benchmark for me. Let me try and do a little better. Okay? Vikram? Much better? Okay. Any other guesses? हाँ खड़े हो हाँ तुमको बोल रहा हूँ हाँ 5.89. You're really setting a steep benchmark for us, yeah? Okay, I'll try and do better. Let me see if I can do any better. Amit ji, is it better? Not good. We've loaded it with content, 6 airbags, all safety features, all the bells and whistles that you just heard of is all in it, in this price. You like it? Huh? 5 point something, I'm hearing 5 point something. Yes. 5.69. Ooh. Okay. Frank, how many times can I click more? Okay, he's saying one more. Yes. Oh, lovely. Beautiful. Congratulations. For you, I'll click it one more time. Okay, just for you, because you have 2 Magnites at home, I'm going to click it one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new Magnite is the same price as the outgoing one. There is no change in price. You've heard it right, with all the bells and whistles, 3-year warranty, all the stuff that you've heard. There is no change in price. This is the all-new Magnite, right-hand drive, left-hand drive, and it's going to 65 new markets. What we sell in India is what we're going to export, and that's a promise. That's a commitment. No change in specs except regulatory requirements for our friends who've come from our AMEA markets. Okay? It's the same price. But it doesn't finish here. Okay? It doesn't finish here. For the gentleman who's got 2 cars at home, it's time for an upgrade. No, I'm not going to click again because he's going to take my clicker away. Okay? I have something interesting for you. Okay. Now begins the interesting part. For all my friends who are from the Indian media, this is the interesting part. Now, Vizia is our entry grade variant, and you can see we will have 599 and 659. We are adding content worth 40,000 rupees on this car, and this is customer perceived value. This is not something I put. This is what customers perceive, and they put in a laundry list of features that we shared with you, and with a 3-year warranty. Ideally, this should have been at 639, and this is at 599 and 659. So no change on the AMT and no change on the manual transmission. Exactly the same. Okay? Don't forget all the content which has gone into the car because that's super important. Now I go to the next grade, which is Ascenta. It starts at 7.04. Theoretically, we're adding 75,000 rupees of content on it. It should have gone to 784. It's only 7.14. Only 10,000 rupees price going up on the Ascenta manual transmission. And you can see from 750 we go to 764, only 14,000 on the AMT versions. So you can see we are now beginning to play a very aggressive game in the market. Now let me go to the N connector. Similarly, N connector should have been at 847. From 782 it goes to 786. Ladies and gentlemen, only 4,000 rupees for all the content that you see on the screen. You can see the host of content which has gone into this. Tecna, which is top -2, top -1, 860 goes to 875. So 15,000 rupees added there on manual transmission. And similarly, you can see about 28,000 rupees added on the AMT. And now the brand new top of the line, Tecna Plus. Let me just take you to the full lineup. Okay. Now this full lineup is important because all that you see in orange here, we have not changed the prices. The prices remain the same on all these variants, which is entry, natural aspirated. You see a easy shift AMT, no change in price. You see a turbo manual, no change in price. And the best part is you see all these new and new. These are all new grades. So you can imagine that on the petrol turbo CVT, you know the Indian market, there is a higher tax on vehicles beyond 10 lakh rupees. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the most accessible manual transmission, AMT, and CVT with all these new prices. And it's the most exciting BSUV with all the content that you see here. So I hope you enjoyed this part of it. This is now going to be the new premium look of our advertising and marketing as we go ahead. You can see Nissan is changing its way it's presenting its products in the markets. It's going to be more aspirational. It's going to be far more premium as we go ahead. And the new look of the car and the new look of our bold advertising with the bold inside-out vehicle that you can see. This is the new interior that we are producing and putting out into the market. And you can see it's going to have a much more premium appeal as we go out into the market. We are going to be one car, one world, bold inside out, with the hashtag New Magnite. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in.
Can I please request Frederica Kinetz, Kirti Prakash, Hansa Vasan, and Frank Torres to join Saurabh for the first photo op on the right-hand drive.